All right. Now, what do we expect from this webinar every Saturday? First of all, we're going to have a live trading session where I encourage everyone that has registered a trading account and have funded it to, join me in this live trading session. And I'm going to guide you on how you should set up your account so that you can take trades with me as well. Then, secondly, I'm going to quickly give a little bit, a short lesson for the day. And there will be a section for you to ask any question you have, and I'll be happy to answer it. Also, I'll be sharing the strategy. I'll teach you how to implement the strategy that I'll be sharing today. And then we have bonuses and also announcements as well. So in today's topic, we'll be talking about how to use the support and resistance zone effectively. The support and resistance zone are just terminologies that traders use to describe the highest points, which is support. The lowest point, which is support, and the highest point, which is resistance on your chart. Okay. Now, just a minute, sorry. Now, the support zone, you can see it as the floor, all right? The floor is the lowest point of anywhere, right? So the support is the lowest point of your chart. If you are a trader, when you're looking at your chart, the lowest point is called the support, while the resistance is the ceiling. The highest point in your chart screen is called the resistance or the ceiling. What happens when anything hits the support or the resistance? That's the floor or the ceiling. It bounces back, right? If you throw a ball to the floor, it bounces upwards. Likewise, when your candlesticks hits the, yes, when your candlesticks hits the support zone, yes, when your candlesticks hit the support zone, it bounces upwards. And also, when your candlesticks hit the resistance zone, they bounce downwards. All right. So this is the best way to represent this terminology. So the support is like the floor, while the resistance is like the ceiling. So when you're bouncing your ball between the floor and the ceiling, it keeps going up and down, right? So that's the same way your candlesticks behave when they are on the chart screen. All right. Now, I'll show you how to identify strong zones. All right. Yes, sorry, just a minute. Let me let someone in. I'm going to be showing you how to identify the strong zones and also how to combine this with candle formation. We have different types of candlestick formation and they all have names. All right. So we're going to see how we can use this candlestick formation in combination with these strong zones to identify very good entry points. All right. Then, in addition to that, I'll show you how to avoid common entry mistakes. So, then, why does it matter? Why does the support and the resistance zone matter, right? They also want to know that. Now, the support zone, like I said, is the bounce zone. That's how it. Yes, me in the class, my call out back in shop. Yes, sorry about that. I had a call. So, yes, the support zone, like I said, is the bounce zone, is the lowest point. It's like the floor of your chart environment, right? While the resistance zone is the reversal zone, like the ceiling. When you throw your ball to the ceiling, it comes back to you. So that's what the resistance zone, that's the way it behaves. All right. Then knowing where the price might react gives you confidence. So as a trader, what you do is you're going to look for the point where the candlesticks will exceed either the support or the resistance zone. You're looking for that point where the candlesticks are going to break through the support zone or the resistance zone. Then you either buy or you sell. For the support zone, you sell, all right? And for the resistance zone, you buy. I'm going to demonstrate this live and you'd see it. Then, this is just a picture representation of one of my trades. If you can see it, let me just try to make it bigger. Yes, I don't know if you can see it clearly. Now, if you look at the charts, you'd see that I drew two horizontal lines, right? Now, this lower horizontal line here is called the support zone. This lower line here is called the support zone, right? And then sorry, just a minute, sorry. Yeah. And then this other line up here is called the resistance zone. The resistance zone. This is support and this is resistance. So if you observe, you can see what's happening in between the support and the resistance zone. The candlesticks are just bouncing. It gets to the resistance zone, it bounces down, right? When it gets to the support zone, what happens? It bounces back up. Now, what you're looking for is where the candlesticks will actually exceed either of these lines. If it exceeds it at the top zone, which is the resistance zone, you buy. And if it exceeds it at the lower zone, which is the support zone, you sell. It's that simple, all right? This is a strategy that I usually encourage beginners to stick to until they're able to gain more confidence, all right? Now, this strategy requires you to stay long on the charts. You're going to keep observing the chart until you get the most accurate entry point, then you enter, all right? So it may require, taking a lot of your time. You have to wait for these candlesticks to keep forming over and over until they break either of the zones, then you buy or sell. Now, what are the key takeaways? You have to mark the major zones before trading. What are the major zones? We marked them earlier, right? Look at, this is the support and the resistance. You have to mark them out. The first thing you do when you've identified the sideways market, you identify and mark the support and the resistance zone, and then you wait. The next thing you do is to wait for confirmation before entry. And in this situation, what is our confirmation? The confirmation is the breakout. We are looking for that breakout where the candlesticks actually leaves either of the lines. That's the confirmation we need in this strategy. So if it breaks out, then you either buy or you sell depending on the direction. Please get the points clearly. You set your lines and then you wait for a breakout. Then you should do not trade in the middle of nowhere. Very important. All right. Don't trade while you're waiting for this breakout. Don't lose patience and say, okay, let me just buy here or let me sell here within this zone. Don't do that. You have to be very, very patient. All right. And one of the traits of being a successful trader is to master patience. You must be very, very patient. Patience in terms of waiting for the accurate entry. Patience in terms of, how you control your emotions when you either lose or win a trade. All right. If you lose a trade, you should be patient. Do not be sad. Do not say, oh, no, I have lost a trade. I'm not going to trade anymore. No, that's the mindset of a loser. All right. So it's the mindset of someone that is scared of challenges. There is nothing you do in life that does not challenge you. If you want to succeed, you must be challenged, right? Except you want to be given on a platter of gold, which in that case, you're not actually learning anything. And if you are asked to reproduce that same result, you will not be able to do that. All right? But if you experience a lot of ups and downs in your life, it automatically makes you a stronger and a better person. Likewise, in trading, is the same thing. You should master the art of patience. Know that it is a normal thing. Everybody loses money. Even the best trader in the world loses money. There are days that I don't win a single trade. I lose all through. Yesterday, I was having a session with three students. And I was trying to show them this same strategy. I lost all the three trades I took. I lost all the three. You understand? But what I told them was that these losses are more or less like a loan that I'm giving the markets. And when I come today, that's yesterday, I told them tomorrow, which is today, I am going to make this money back in multiple folds. And I did this morning. You understand? So this is the way trading works. You must be consistent, you must be patient, and you must be disciplined. You must be extremely disciplined. You can't just be trading anyhow. You have to set your rules. You have to set your trade limit. Don't overtrade. If you're losing, just close the charts and go home. Close the computer and go to sleep. You don't have to continue chasing your losses. If you lose a trade, if you lose 1, 2, 3 at a time, just end it there. So do you understand? There are days. Some days are good, some days are bad. That's how life is. All right. So now let's trade live now. So let's go. I'm going to share my screen with you. I'll share my interface, and then I'll show you how to set up this strategy using the indicators I have shown you. All right. So we're going to apply what we have just learned. So we are going to watch for confirmations before we enter a trade. All right. Then you should use, if you are going to trade with me and you have your accounts ready right now, I'm going to advise you to trade between $1 to $3 for practices. All right. So that you don't lose much. This is what we advise people to do. Trade with at most 2 to 3% of your deposits. If you have $100 in your account, trade with maybe $1, $2, or $3 as a beginner, right? And then you gradually grow your account. You will learn and then you earn at the same time. So, also, I encourage you all to join the Telegram community. All right, join this Telegram, the webinar community, so that you don't miss any of our updates. All right. Then, if you want to trade with us, the link has been provided in the community. All right. Let me type it here so that it will be something that you can easily copy out. Right. Yeah. Just a minute. So I have shared the link. If you check your messages in the Google Meet messages, you'd see it there. That's the link. So you can click on it and join the community. That's where we share a lot of informations on trading, and also you'd be seeing the progress we're making on our VIP channel, those that take signal with our community. All right. Then if you want to join, you should click on the registration link for the academy. Please register with the link, the unique link for the academy, and then send your user identification number to me directly or to any of our members that are here with us that have introduced you. Please send your user identification numbers to them and they will guide you accordingly to your registration. So let's quickly go to my pocket option so that we can set it up. The market is very unstable, right? In that situation, you may have rejections. You find out that even though you have made your analysis, you have your setup all made correctly, you would have rejections when you enter a trade, right? So, like we said, this strategy takes time. You have to keep looking at the candlestick, the chart, until there is a breakout either from the top or from the bottom. All right. So while you're doing that, you can check other assets and see if you're going to get something similar. All right. So let's check. What is the time frame suitable for choosing a support and a resistance? Okay. Now, the time frame that you use depends on the volatility in the markets. All right. For instance, what we can observe here, let's look at the candlesticks. Volatility is when the price of an asset changes rapidly. All right, there's a rapid change in the price of an asset. Now, if you observe this green candlestick that is currently being formed, this red candlestick that is being formed, it's a little bit stable, right? We can see that it's going down, right? It just goes up once in a while and comes back down. In a situation where you have a slightly stable market like this, you can use a shorter time frame. You can use a short time frame for the candlestick, and for your trade time as well. You can use a short one, maybe 1 minute, 30 seconds, right? But in a situation where the price are changing rapidly, that's high volatility. It goes on, it goes up, and then before you know it, in a split second, it goes back down. In that kind of situation, you should use a larger time frame, like 5 minutes or even 10 minutes for your trades. I hope you understand. So that's how you determine the time that you should use for your entries. So what we have here is another sideways market. So we can also set this one up and wait for a breakout. So like I said, you're going to click on the horizontal line 2 times, and then you look for the lowest point. You place it there. You look for the lowest point and place it, which is this doji. You can see this doji candlestick here. This is called a doji candlestick. When you find this kind of candlesticks, it tells you that the market does not know what it wants. It's indecisive. All right, it could go up or it could go down. So this doji is the lowest point. You place your support zone there. Then for the resistance zone, you look for the highest point as usual and place your line there and wait for a breakout. All right, so we have 2 setups now. Can you see? We already have a breakout here and we're late, but let's still take it for the sake of the class, right? So now what you can see here, there are chances that we could lose this trade because it's important to always enter a trade immediately there is a breakout, right? So we experienced a breakout here. This long candle, the green candlestick broke the, what they call it? The resistance zone, and then it's going up. And as such, what do? We buy, right? So we're anticipating this candlestick, this chart to continue in an upward direction until the time expires, and then we win our trade. All right. So let's just give it a few seconds and we'll know our fate. All right. And I did not know that I entered with $300. So let's anticipate that, let's hope that your instructor wins. Okay, now this is a profit of, this is about $276 in addition to the $300. So you can see the way this strategy works is very effective. You just wait for a breakout. You can see there was a breakout here, and then I bought. It's very simple, right? So you wait for breakouts and then you buy. If it's at the top, you buy. If it's at the bottom, you sell. Let's check the other setup that we have. So we're going to wait for this one and see if there is going to be a breakout, and then we either buy or sell. So please, I keep emphasizing this. The reason why people are usually broke is because there is limited knowledge. You limit yourself a lot. There is a lot of opportunities out there that can earn you money. You understand? Can earn you money. Like now, for instance, I have $276. I am pretty sure that there isn't a 9-to-5 job in Nigeria that can pay you that amount in a month. I don't know, maybe there are, but very few, right? After you've worked for a long time in the company or in the establishment. This is something that you can do in the comfort of your bedroom. Yes. Yes, someone is asking whether you can do the support on a mobile, support and resistance, this strategy in a mobile phone. Yes. All the strategies that I am teaching you here on the computer, you can do it on your mobile phone as well. It's the same thing, right? It's just that the interface is a little bit smaller. So some people even prefer to use their mobile phones to trade. All right. I use both depending on where I am. If I'm outside the house, I'm not at home, I can use my mobile phone. If I need money, I just quickly trade, make money and withdraw quickly. And then I spend. You understand? So if I'm at home, before 10 a.m. in the morning, you can make your annual salary as a 9 to 5 worker. All right. So we have students that have done this. You understand? This is not wishful thinking. This is something that some of my students have they practicalized it and it works. Do you understand? They've made money. They've made money that they never imagined they could make within a very short period. You understand? The fastest I had was in 2 weeks. He made over $2,000 in 2 weeks from $250. There are others that make a lot of money as well. Just this evening, I had my evening session, and another person, one of my students, sent me a screenshot of him making about $290 just in a day. So please take the skill very serious. It's not a joke. When people tell you they are trading, it's not difficult. One, it's not difficult. They make it sound like it's very complex, studying the candlestick patterns and all that. It's not difficult, right? In fact, in my academy, we simplify it for you. We make it very easy for you. You understand? Now that we have won one of the trades, we have $270, right? In addition, let's go to let me quickly show you the interface of my academy, and then we come back and check this setup. If we have a breakout, then we take the next trade. All right. The next trade I'm gonna take with just $100 to minimize risk. All right. So let me show you the interface of our automated course that can help you. All right. Please, can you see my screen now? If you can see my screen, give a thumbs up, please. Somebody just give a thumbs up. All right, perfect. Now, when you enroll in the academy, it brings you to this interface. All right, it brings you here, and then you have your course modules here on the side. All right, so you have module 1 to 6, which are the core modules of the course. We're going to teach you from scratch, from the introduction to binary trading. We'll teach you how to, take trades even as a beginner. All right. So we have videos and also PDFs attached to each of the modules. And if you look up here, we have links that will take you to the mentorship group link, where you have community of other traders that are also under the mentorship program. We share knowledge at times there. All right. You can ask questions in the group, or you can talk to me directly. All right. So now let me just show you a sample of one of our videos. Please, if you want to ask a question, you can unmute your microphone and ask me, and I'll answer your question. Now, look at this topic. This section is called Mastering Candlestick Structure, the Foundation of Price Action, right? And we're expecting that when you are this module, you should have been able to gain sufficient confidence to be able to make at least $100 within 1 week. You understand? So by the time you complete this chapter 2, the module 2, we expect that you should be able to take trades that will earn you up to $100. So let's quickly play one of the videos so that you can have a look of what it is. I hope my internet can support this. Let's give it a moment.
They don't play with that Bible.
Awkward momentums. So this is a doji, like a doji candle has a tiny body, and it means that the market is indecisive. Now, a long wick at the top means the price was rejected upward. A long wick at the bottom indicates that the buyers stepped in and there could be a possible reversal to the upward direction. Candlestick patterns for binary trading. The first one, we have the doji. Now, doji is a candle with almost no body at all. It has no real body. Now, it means that the market is indecisive. As such, the trend may reverse or continue. Now, how do you use a doji? You have to wait for confirmation before entry. This confirmation is through the next candle that is formed after the doji.
No, this is just a sample of one of the videos. Guys, one of the media.
Please, can you mute your microphone? Thank you. Now, the videos are very interactive. They teach you what you need to know. And we make sure that the speed of instruction is very optimum, very okay. And then in addition to that, while you're watching the video, we have PDF for each module here. Once you click on the PDF, it automatically generates a document. In case you're the type that prefers to read, right? It loads the PDF and let's just give it a moment and it will load. So this is what the PDF document looks like. So once you click, it flips open. All right. So you can read just while you're watching the video, you can follow with your PDF documents. All right. So it's well detailed. It tells you all the secrets you need to know to become a very, very dangerous trader. All right. So we have in this PDF, we selected some indicators that the top traders in the world use to make very good money, such as the moving average, relative strength index, the MACD, Bollinger Bands, stochastic oscillator, CCI. And if you remember, there was a CCI in my charts a while ago, and then the parabolic SAR. There are more than this, but we selected this one because these are the ones that will give you what you need. That's money, right? We all want money. So if you have, you want more. So if you study this and you master it very well and you understand what it is, you are going to be successful, definitely. And we made sure that these documents are not too bulky. All right. We go straight to the point to tell you what everything you see on the chart is and how to use them. Very simple. You open and then you can see this is a candle formation, hammer. Okay, when you see a hammer, what do you do? All right, what do? You buy reversal. So once you see this kind of formation in your chart, what do? You anticipate a buy. All right. When you see a shooting star, what do? Sell. Look at it, the possible sell reversal. So once you see this kind of formation, you just be looking for sell opportunities and then you place your trade. We have the engulfing patterns. We have the morning and the evening star, the 3 white soldiers and the 3 black crows. In the class I had yesterday with 3 students, I showed them how to use the 3 white soldiers and the 3 black crows. In fact, I took one trade with a very low stake because I had lost 3 trades before then with large amounts. So I decided to use a low stake because it was a very difficult market yesterday. And we implemented the 3 white soldiers, I believe, or was it the 3 black crows? And then we made a profit, all right? So when you implement these things that we teach here, you will definitely 100% see your results, all right? Then we have technical indicators and binary trading. By the way, there are 6 modules, and each module has its own PDF and set of videos that you can watch alongside. All right. So as you can see, this is just 21 pages, which you can finish within 30 minutes. If you sit down and watch the videos and follow with the documents, 30 minutes is sufficient. Then when you now go to your trading screen to practicalize what you have learned from this, you can always make a reference in case there's anything you forget. You click on back, check, okay, what does this candle formation say? All right, the engulfing pattern. When you see a morning star, what does it say? It says you should buy. All right, what I'm seeing on the chart is a morning star. Let me buy. If you buy, you should win your trade. It's that simple. It's just that simple. You understand? So, this is what it looks like. And then, in addition to this, we included practical videos. Let me quickly go there. After you have finished the Module 6, when you complete your Module 6, we're expecting that at least you should be able to trade up to $5,000 in your account. All right, you should be able to trade up to that amount. If not up to, then close. You should not be below $1,000. All right. So if you check here, we have some strategy videos. You can watch them, and then you choose your favorite strategy. And in these strategy videos, we break down. We recorded the screen as we were trading live. You understand how to select the indicators, the time you should use for the trade. You understand, and when to enter each trade. So let's just quickly look at one of the videos and see. I hope. Yes.
Strong indicators. So let's get to action. You come to
So, like, as you can see, and make sure you select one video using a mobile device, because we know most people that are going to trade are going to be using their mobile devices. So we show you how you can set it up. You just watch the video and follow step by step. What does it say you should do here? You do it. What does it say you select? You do. And then you now place your trade. So let's just watch a little bit of indicators.
This is how you select your indicator.
fractal. That's one. And moving averages. 2 moving averages. So for the fractal settings, we choose a period of 3. And for the first moving average, we select a period of 3 also. Then you can choose a white color for the line and make it bold. For the second moving average, we can choose 7. And then choose another color, maybe yellow, and make it bold as well. Now the picture prints when there is a change in the direction of the trend from bullish to bearish or from bearish to bullish. So as you can see here, when the indicator prints at the top is a fractal indicator. When the print at the top, it signifies and accounts to reverse the
You can
opposite
see the
direction.
video that is being played. If you can see, please indicate with a thumbs up. I don't know if you can see it. Okay, perfect. That's good.
So we looked for where the fractal is printed, and also the faster moving average crosses over the slower one, just like in this situation here. But here we're late. So we're going to look for another setup where the lines have just crossed over, the faster moving average have just crossed over the slow one, and also the fractal indicator has also printed at the top for an uptrend and at the bottom for a downtrend. So let's quickly look for our setup and then I'll explain. By the way, we'll be using expiration time of 1 minute. So let's look for setups. So in addition to that, it is important to always allow, for this strategy, you have to allow your candle to close. You have to allow a previous candle to close before you enter a new trade. For instance, this candle, the duration of each candle here is 1 minute. So you have to allow the candle to count down to 0. And then when a fresh candle starts, you enter the trade then. So let's keep looking for a good settle. In addition to the indicators providing you with a convenient entry point, it is also important to do a market analysis surrounding the indicators. So you have to know where there was an overbuying of assets and overselling of assets. So the market is really volatile, but I am determined to find the setup. You have to be very, very patient. So for this setup, you can see the fractal as printed at the top. I hear the EMA, the moving averages as past each other. So we wait for this candle to close and then we enter the trade in a downward direction. So it's always good to wait for your confirmation before you enter and then jump into a trade. But like in this situation, we're waiting for this candlestick to finish and then we enter the trade. So you can see we've entered the trade with $1,000 free. All right. So we entered the trade with $1,000 and then we wait and see, because the next one, when you're confident, when you know that your trades are definitely going to win, you can enter with a large stake and you make your money quick, right? So this is a $1,000 trade. What further gives us confidence is that you see this candlestick, the long with what? It's called an engulfing candlestick. When you say it's very difficult, or the next candlestick that freaks out to pull the opposite direction, it always pushes it down. Right? And that's what happened here now. I can say we have to profit on the on $920, just like without a profit. So this is how you combine these two indicators.
And the breed. So our time is almost full, so please, I want to urge you all to understand that. And there's a lot you can do with this knowledge if you decide to take that, if you make that decision to, to stop being broke, to stop borrowing money, to stop waiting for your monthly, to wait for the salary to be paid every month, or you want to become your boss, you want to have that freedom. This is the decision you need to take. You need to mean it. You have to tell yourself that enough is enough. Let me take this step. And the bitter truth is that you're going to lose money when you start.
you're going to find it a little bit difficult, which is normal to anything you're starting new apps. I always say this. If you go to the gym for the first time, you cannot build muscle that same day. If you go to the gym for the first time, you cannot lose fat that same day. It takes time. You understand? But steadily, if you're consistent, yes, hello, please, is there an AI trading reliable or we should avoid it? Well, personally, I avoid AI trading. All right. I don't encourage you to trade with artificial intelligence because, as the name sounds, it's artificial, right? So we prefer you to learn it understand it by yourself because the candlesticks are actually speaking to you. All you need to do is understand the language of the candlesticks and you will do better than an AI. You understand? The AI was created by a human being. All right. This is a script. You understand? They just put some coding and all that. So you should use your own intellect, understand the language of the candlesticks, and you do fine. So please understand that a lot of students, when they start newly and they begin to lose $10, $20, $30, all right? Yeah, of course, it's very bad. If you try AI trading, it's bad. Now, a lot of students, they complain that they are losing money and all those things, I tell them that, look, you have to lose something to be able to gain anything in this life. All right. If you want to gain education, what are you going to lose? You're going to lose money and time for you to get educated. Right. If you want to chase money, you're going to lose time to be able to get money. If you want to gain muscles, you are going to lose energy in the gym. Right. You're going to sweat before you get muscle. So anything that is worth having, you need to actually work for it. It doesn't come like that. There are people that have traded and they made millions of dollars within a very short period. But those people, in most cases, they're just lucky. You understand? There are sometimes you can be lucky and you just trade with $1,000 and you make 2,000 instantly. Now, those people, they gamble, all right? They don't know, they don't have the knowledge, the basic knowledge, they don't have it. If you tell them to do it again, they can't because it's luck. But if you decide to understand the language of the candlesticks and you implement what you learn, you are better off. If you are told to replicate it 1,000 times, you will do it flawlessly. So this is why I encourage every one of you, take advantage of this. Do you see what I'm doing like this? It's not going to be forever. There is a time that will come that I'm not going to be doing the weekly trading anymore. So when you find an opportunity that you know is going to benefit your life, you grab it and make the best use of it. You understand? Even if it doesn't take you till the end of time, at least benefit from it. All right. I was among the few people that belittled Bitcoin when Bitcoin was just how much? $16 or $15. I belittled Bitcoin. You understand? Now today, how much is Bitcoin? Right? Bitcoin is worth so much money, and you begin to wish that you had, taken opportunity. So it's the same thing. We have we have the chance to actually seize this opportunity now. Please do so. Contact whoever. I have team members. Please contact them. If any of them linked you to me, please go ahead, contact them. If they are reachable, talk to me, tell me who they are, and then I'll connect you properly and we'll guide you. You understand? So our time is almost over. So we have just 4 minutes. So if you have any question or you want to tell me anything, please go ahead and I'll be happy to answer. If you have any question at all, please do so. And if you have not joined the community, please join it. It's very, very important you do. I have sent the link again. Please click on it and join the community. And then just be patient. Don't be in a hurry to leave communities like that. They may post something now, you lose. You understand? There could be an AWOOF giveaway of $1,000 and then you would have been angry and you have left the group and you missed the chance. So stay in groups that you know that are actually productive and you stand to gain something definitely. So please ask your questions. If there is none, then we can say good night to each other and we'll meet next week Saturday again. Please, when you're coming next week Saturday, for each person, invite 3 people. Bring more people. Let them learn and understand this kid. It's too easy. You understand? So We made some money. I made some money. I don't know if anybody traded with me. I advised everyone to register their trading account and trade with me live, but I don't know if anybody did. So if you did and you won, congratulations. And congratulations to me as well for winning that money. So, all right. Thank you all for your time. And I wish you all good night. If you have any question, please join the community. Send me a DM directly, or you can send a message there. Thank you, and good night.